Low-fat recipes for your healthy diet. Being healthy is not always the easiest thing in the world to do, especially if you love to eat a lot of rich, fatty foods. Unfortunately, these are the foods that are making millions of Americans obese. With more and more fast food joints popping up all over the country and more processed foods available at supermarkets, obesity looks like it is a trend that is going to continue to rise. The best way to fight obesity is to eat a diet that is healthy, meaning that it is low in fat and rich in the nutrients that we need in order to be healthy and happy. This means finding new ways of preparing food and using low-fat recipes that are healthy. Low-fat recipes for healthy meals that taste great. Just because something is labeled low-fat doesn't mean that it isn't going to taste good. As a matter of fact, there are all kinds of low-fat foods that are incredibly delicious, and you can find many low-fat recipes that taste so great they won't seem like they are low-fat recipes at all. If you like to cook at all, you can use low-fat recipes to create meals that are healthy and delicious at the same time, and that you will feel good serving to your family. And, a lot of these recipes do not take a whole lot of time to prepare, so just because you are doing something different doesn't mean that you are going to be chained to a stove all day long. You can find low-fat recipes for every meal of the day, and these recipes use ingredients that are healthy and will provide you and your family with plenty of good nutrition. Where to find low-fat recipes? You can find low-fat recipes anywhere that you can find any cooking recipes. Bookstores and libraries always have cooking sections, which are loaded with recipe books of all kinds, even ones that are nothing but low-fat recipes. Or, you can look on the internet, where you will find thousands and thousands of recipes that you will want to try. The problem with low-fat recipes is that there are so many out there that are so good, you are going to want to try them all. If this happens, be prepared to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. Of course, if you like to cook, you will probably have a lot of fun experimenting with your new low-fat recipes. Turn your own favorite recipes into low-fat recipes. If you are trying to make your diet one that has a lower amount of fat but you have a lot of recipes that you and your family love, you can still use them. It's alright to have a treat once in a while, just as long as you allow for it in your diet. And, you can take a lot of your favorite recipes and convert them so that they are low-fat but still taste delicious. This is a great way to get your family, especially your kids, to eat healthy foods and not even realize it. One great example of making your recipes low-fat recipes is cakes. Everyone loves a delicious piece of cake, but this is a dessert that is loaded with fat, because there is usually oil in the recipe. You can omit the oil and use applesauce instead. This is not going to change the taste of the recipe in any way, but it will provide the liquid you need to offset the dry ingredients, while omitting a lot of the fat. Or, you can find all kinds of low-fat recipes for delicious desserts that your entire family will love. Do you love spaghetti and meatballs but don't like the fat that goes with it? You can turn this into a fat-free meal when you use extra lean meat, or even better, buffalo meat, which is extremely lean and tastes great. Instead of frying the meatballs, place them in a non-stick pan and cook them in the oven. You will not need to have any grease, because you are not frying them, and they will contain much less fat than traditional meatballs. Or, if you want to have even less fat, make turkey or chicken meatballs. If you have a food processor, you can buy boneless, skinless breast and grind it yourself for meatballs that are pretty much fat-free. You can do this with beef too, so you can make sure that you are getting the leanest ground beef for your meatballs, or hamburgers, which can also be made in this manner. Don't forget to exercise. If you are looking for low-fat recipes, you are probably either looking to lose weight, or you want to start eating healthier. Either way, eating healthy foods that are low in fat are not going to do a whole lot of good if you are not getting enough exercise. No matter what your level of health is, it is so important that you get a certain amount of physical activity every day, even if it is only for 10 or 15 minutes, although it is more beneficial to get at least 20 to 30 minutes or more daily. There are a lot of people who absolutely hate to exercise, and if you are one of these people, there are still things you can do that will get your body moving. Everyone loves to dance, so why not dance around the house, while you are doing housework? Or, you can take the kids to the park and play with them. The harder you play, the more calories you are going to burn. There are all kinds of things you can do that are fun and won't seem like exercise at all. Supplementing your diet. When you incorporate low-fat recipes into your diet, you may end up lacking in certain nutrients that you need. If you find this happening, you can always use protein supplements, which offer not only protein but many other vitamins and minerals that are important for good health. Protica has a number of protein supplements available that fit in perfectly with a low-fat diet, and if you like to snack, Protica has some products for you. Candy lovers will love the taste of protein candy and FruiTasiaT, a gelatin treat that is fruit-flavored, or, you can just chew on a piece of Nutri-Gum to get the protein and other nutrients you need.